schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Right down the gut of the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mind.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing a turnover.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him in stride at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
to throw on first down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now the play fake. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. send the tight end in motion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Crosses the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. It's a big stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Calls his own number. Fighting for the goal, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The give to the right. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. And the missed connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On the option. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Vincent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Hunt. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got his man. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Making side adjustments here. They want to throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Got a man, it's Matthews. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the air, it's Chadwick. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting a designed quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. That's caught. It's Murray. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's the pressure. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Fights off the defender. And another broken tackle. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. It's gone. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up by 21 over Coastal Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Looking for a crease. It's Butler. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you'll be hard to stop.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Gators want to move quickly. Quarterback keeper. Runs through a tackle. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Got it in the middle. It's Murray.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
That's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Rushes on him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Florida, 41. Tennessee, 29.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Murray. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next